Hello, welcome Antino, and today I'm going to explain you how to win the civil war as Carlist. No matter what you research, but I recommend you go for interwar medium tanks and industry. Build military factories in Burgos, Galicia and Navarra that are going to be the provinces that you're going to be keeping. In the political tree, follow the focuses that I'm going to click. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. Once you get this event, these political options will appear, and you should go for political assassination one after another. So when this timeouts, click it again. Political assassination will increase the war support that will be useful for engage the war economy. It will lower the stability, but later the stability will be zero anyway, so doesn't matter much, and it will shorten the time for the civil war to start. It will lower the timeout, this timeout, and when the civil war starts, you be Carlist and nationalist. Once you have the interwar medium tank, design it with one heavy machine gun. The cheapest model costs just 1 experience point and very cheap to produce. Start producing the medium tank with all your factories and leave just on trains. Don't worry, because nor the Republicans nor the Nationals know how to use this on a template, so all the tanks that are unused won't be fighting against you. And when the civil war timeouts, this message will appear. Pick the second option and you will be transformed yourself into a Carlist. You can check the focus tree. Let's see, find out. And we have this focus enabled, that is the Carlist focus. For now, you are nationalist, that is an alliance between the Phalangist, that is the fascist, and the monarchist, that is the Carlist. But later a revolt will start and you will be on the Carlist side. To trigger the Carlist revolt within the revolt, I mean the revolution, you should click this focus. For that we are going to have to develop these 4 focus first, but before doing those, we are going to go for this one that will get rid of the planning offensive malus that is on the province of Asturias, so we can get the province of Asturias for us. Now that we have saved a lot of political power, you shouldn't spend political power until now. We are going to go for full mobilization, and to compensate that total war economy, we are going to click there. We can do that because we have war support. We should change the conscription law, first to limit conscription and then to extensive conscription. For that we are going to keep saving political power. We should bring the armies for Africa, and basically we are going to split our forces. Most of the forces are going to be in the south, and the remaining forces are going to be surrounding the enemy on the north and trying to infiltrate and take the ports. Use only your Carlist generals, they have this icon there, and avoid using at all costs the fascists that are going to be fighting against you very soon. Always use strategic redeploy so they reach the border as fast as possible. And the idea on the north is that you pin down the enemy with attacks while you go for the harbor. When you get both ports, if possible, if not, do not worry that much, send your sample units to fortify the south. I'm not going to accept the units from Germany nor Italy because they are going to fight on the Phalangist side later. Also go to the decisions panel. You will see this icon that will enable to start removing the unplanned offensive, and first we are already removing from Asturias with a focus, but then we should remove from this province in the northeast, and all the province that you can, do it all the time that you can. Before getting the conscription law, we should pick this guide that will give us military experience, and is the chief of the army, so do that first. About unplanned offensive is this icon that appears here. It's a malus in all the provinces that attacks are very ineffective, so it's great to farm XP, military XP, and I'm attacking everywhere I can, so I farm XP for my general. At some point the enemy will remove unplanned offensive from some provinces, and if you check, the planning bonus is unplanned offensive is still there, but it's not here, and therefore the enemy is attacking with more force, and we should move our elite troops to that province for bleeding the enemy army. And that elite units are the Africa units. They have a lighting icon, and these are the units, and we are going to put all these units in this front line. And let me show you something. For example, here the enemy is attacking, we have unplanned offensive, so we are spending our super good unit dealing very little damage. So we are going to retreat this unit, and we are going to send this unit to where we have not anymore the unplanned offensive. And now that our elite units are in the front line, they are dealing a lot of damage, and that will deplete the manpower and equipment from the Republicans. And we completed the focus that liberated Asturias from the Malus. As you can see, there is only rain, and we can counter-attack here, and we are going to be taking the province very soon. When you now have enough XP, go for superior firepower. You can go for obsequent officers to give you more stability. After you pick this focus and this other 4 focus, when you reach this one, you will be asked for a 3rd province that will belong to the Carlist. I recommend you go with Galicia. But since we don't have that option now, it's kind of random. I'm not sure, but we are going to go for this one, the 2nd one, because Salamanca is in the middle of the enemy territory. And once you finish on no compromise on Carlist ideas, you will trigger the revolution with a revolution, and this one is going to be your final government. I recommend you kind of concentrate your forces and start advancing very slow, but once you secure this area, time is in your side because you have great potential. But let's do some changes. You have almost 240 tanks, so ban these production lines, and now we are going to be concentrated just on rifles and artillery, and maybe one on trucks if we can. No, we can, so just 1 and 1. And we are going to add the medium tank to the Africa units. We can duplicate this template and rename it to something else, and we change the 3 units to the new template and try to envelop the units. Avoid combat, just defensive combat, only attack when you have surrounding, and this scenario for example, because you need the manpower for a while, and the armor bonus will be super helpful. And I have a defensive line on the river, only have some units behind the river in these factories with some very good units, and my elite troops are advancing from the coast to the port, so I want to contact the phalangists. And when you can, you should start picking the focus crusade against democracy. That will give you great bonus for attack and defense. Now we go for political power. We have already changed the recruitment laws, and we have advanced a lot in the focus tree to get the attack bonus and more manpower. And we started the initial phase is hard, but it's going to be easier day by day. And as we get more artillery, we're going to change our main template with the tanks, and they will start getting far nicer damage. And when you're ready, go for the north and exploit and expand. You will have more factories, and you are going to be able to fill more of the units with the tanks, and it's going to be getting easier and easier. And by exploiting, we capture the several capitals of the Republicans, and with the tank divisions, Asturias is far easier, and we capture Catalonia, and the war is over. And we have 46 factories, more than enough, and now we can claim France as soon as possible. I think that they are guaranteed. Yes, they are allied with the English, so the perfect moment would be when the Germans attack Poland. But that's all for my small guide. Hope you find this useful, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.